Let's get straight into these lessons. I don't want to waste no time because there's so much to go over with LeBron. And the way we're going to go about it today is not going to focus so much on the basketball career, but if you know us, you know we're going to go more over the brand and business side. But I did want to talk about some of the mindset that he has while playing. So to set this scene up, really, he started in Cleveland, right? And now he's in LA. There's two different mindsets when he was the man in Cleveland before he, the Miami and all that great stuff. But very beginning, first 7 years, man in Cleveland to what he is now as far as his mindset when it comes to the Lakers.
I'm not going to guarantee no championship. I'll tell you that. I'm just going to I'm guarantee that we get better every day. And that's the thing that you guys don't see. That comes from practice. Sometimes you have practice, but sometimes you're not. I just know that we're going to get better every day, and we're going to be a lot better team than last year. I can guarantee that.
I wasn't able to come through, in my 7 years in Cleveland.
How confident are you that sometime in these 4 years you will be in the finals again? You could win another championship.
That's the goal.
That's not my question.
Listen, I plan and I train and I set my mind every single day to play for championships. My only goal being here is to get the Lakers back to playing championship basketball.
So I wanted to share that because I think mindset and speaking things into existence definitely played a role with how things turn out, just period. Not necessarily just with LeBron, just I think period, right? So what we saw with that is when he was in Cleveland, he was like, yo, I'm just trying to get better every day. Not saying that I'm going to win a championship. So he already predetermined what was going to happen, right? And for those who don't know, like he was in Cleveland, then he went to Miami, won the chip there, went back to Cleveland, won the chip there. Now he's in LA, right? And one of the coolest things when going to LA, he actually likes a challenge. So if you look at his history, he stayed within Cleveland, even though he could have left probably way before that he did, was because he was trying to do what others didn't. And when it comes to LA now, he's like, yo, I don't want this franchise to die. And I think now with the passing of Kobe, I feel like he has maybe a little bit more to him, a little bit heavier on his shoulders to make sure that the franchise is successful and back in championship waves like he's ending up going right now. Moose, what did you think about the clip?
Yeah, I think it's cool to see him mature. Like, one of the things you got to take into consideration, right? Of course, yeah, we're going to talk about the accolades and the success, but a lot of people who have been in LeBron's shoes have made big time mistakes, like big time mistakes that have messed them up in the press, in the media, with their endorsement deals. So for someone to be at the highest of the highs in their specific field, right, having media, social media, everything, and still keep a clean slate with his family and his personal and professional life, maintain good character. The only thing that people had on him early in his career, and he addressed it, was, yo, I wasn't producing. Like, I didn't come up short. So I do like the humility that he came in with, as opposed to some of the almost overly confident arrogance that some of the other big-time players portrayed and ended up making some mistakes that they recovered from for the most part. But I love that LeBron has been one person that has kept a clean slate all throughout. But I do want to say this before we move on, because I know usually you're like, wait, why didn't you remind me?
Oh, I was going to do it, but I was going to let you finish.
Okay. So I was like, well, I'm finishing up. Let me just throw
Well,
in
no,
that
I had a
friendly
question.
reminder. Okay, my bad. Go. You go first.
So how important it is to you, Moose, as far as the whole speaking things into existence? Like, as we saw in the clip, he said one thing, and that was the result, right? how big are you about, saying stuff that can predetermine certain, outcomes and results compared to maybe even just staying shut and letting the action speak for itself? Which way do you go about it?
Yeah, so I've come to learn that while humility is great, usually the people who are naturally humble are the ones who need to do a little bit more dreaming, right? So if you're someone who practices humility and you walk in like, man, no, and you're downplaying everything, you're someone who needs to push yourself to really be a little bit more outspoken about the things that you want to do, because you're probably short-sighting yourself. So what I've come to realize is that most people who walk with that type of style, they're often dreaming from where they are. They're not taking into consideration the growth that's naturally going to take place as they put themselves in different positions, as they practice and work on their craft over time. So I think LeBron was more so dreaming from where he was. He was like, man, well, let me just kind of play it safe. Cleveland has been getting squashed ever since Jordan was in the league. So we're just going to practice hard every day. And if we can turn a winning record, we're good to go. Then he goes in and has a lot more success than he anticipates. And it's like, oh, hold up. I think we need to change that up. It's time to go for some rings. So I would say, I definitely understand like the concept of being humble and maintaining humility, but it's those people that need to really think about, man, my growth over time is going to put me in a position that I'm better and more capable than where I currently stand. How can I stretch my dream a little bit, the vision for what I have, so that I can, begin to attract some of those things that I want?
So what's the healthy balance between like not too humble, but not too like you too full of yourself? Like, okay, we get it, but chill out.
Yeah, man, that's tough to match. But I would say the way you can walk that fine line is to have a circle of friends, just a select few. And when I say a select few, I mean less than 3, right? Like not even 5, less than 3, that you can plan and expand on some of those visions with, but it's not seen anywhere public. You're not posting coming soons and one days and I'm gonna come back and stun on my people. Like, don't do that, right? Don't be that guy who is looking to be one day successful so that you can come back and make your neighborhood friends feel bad, right? Because they like put a piece of dirt in your sandwich or something. Like, don't do that. But I would say no. But I'm just saying, like, you hear some people talk about it, like, man, I can't wait till I do this so I can go back and But I would say, keep it small and maintain that humility publicly, but definitely behind the scenes, you should be working on how do you expand that vision.